Summer Heater Video Part 3, now into 2015. And this is a really good year for music, not just in the summertime, but period. However, a lot of great projects did happen to come around July-ish to September. And in doing this, I definitely have to go to the backlog, the history, and check the artifacts and see which ones I really mess with the most. I could name the ones on the top of my head. However, I just wanted to make sure the numbers supported that. So we come down here to Fahrenheit, Lupe Fiasco's third project of the year, I want to say. He had Lost in the Atlantic. He had Tetsuo and Youth, I believe Fahrenheit, which was, in my opinion, it was very short, essentially closer to an EP than a mixtape. However, some of the bars on it were some of his most imaginative on a mixtape in quite a while. I wouldn't say it was the mixtape of the year, but it was close. Very, very close. Now, when I say the mixtape of the year, I think Slime Season 1. That's what I think personally. And when you go down, you see September 16th. It's if you're saying summer, by that point, in most places, September doesn't feel like the summer. Here, it kind of still does, but it's also only 1 week left in the summertime, so I feel like it's still a little bit cheating. So I wanted to narrow my standards down to June, July, August, primary summer months. And when I go into that, I get Dirty Sprite 2 by Future. Essentially his breakout, his return to form as far as albums go. If you know the Future Lord, you should know Came Away Honest. Uh, I don't know how the critics felt about it, but it was definitely panned as far as his track community went. Deviation from Pluto astronaut sound, and it just felt commercialized. Especially when you look at the song, the Honest song, the song with Kanye. It just felt real mainstream. Broke up with Sierra, became this. Well, many people consider a misogynist. Um, Epic streak of just hard hitting tape after tape. Beast Mode, um, Monster. Um, what's the one with trap niggas on it? 56 Nights is what I'm thinking of. 56 Nights, just incredible streak. And Dirty Sprite 2 channeled that energy and put it into a more mainstream form without losing too much of the brutishness that Future had acquired. So I would definitely say that while I wasn't the biggest trap fan before this album came out, this plus Rodeo, which breaks my own standards of August, July, June, early September album, those two really made trap accessible to me, as well as Slime Season 2. Um, Bang 3 was one of Chief Keef's. I went for a long while without really listening to Chief Keef, but I really like Bang 3 and Bang 3 Part 2. Um, those are all great trap projects. I guess you mainly count Bang 3 as like maybe drill, but you know. Pilot Talk 3, another great 2015 tape. Currents, when did Currents come out? Because Currents is my favorite album from 2015, but I don't know if it came out. I think it came out like Octoberish. I want to say October, July. So Currents is a. I just left on Currents until my school year started that year, which is 11th grade. That was a summer project. It sounds like a summer project. I just didn't listen to it until later on that year. So I would definitely have to say that the best summer tune would have to be Currents. Um, my last film was kind of wonky back then. I don't think I used it too much on my computer, and I also, like I said, I just got caught onto Currents a lot later than I should have. But yeah, I mean Currents, man, that's a classic in every single possible way. Let's see, did I rate Currents? Yeah, this is when I still rated albums. Um, they call it indie rock. I think when you listen to other current Tom and Paula projects, you really don't get the rock feel as much off of Currents. I would say like rock pop, but here's my ratings. These are probably 4 years old. I don't know if I look back and look at them. Um, Let It Happen. I gave that like four because of the length. I mean, it's a great opening track. Um, Jesus. Uh, Make sure you mute your videos. Other YouTubers going into it. Nang's kind of like a quick. I don't know. Nang's really, even now. Nang's is a weird track because like there's quite a few tracks on here that like get caught between two incredible songs. Like you just don't remember them. Like Gossip, I don't even like Gossip's like an interlude basically. But like I couldn't even tell you like how that song goes. Um, I actually had to. I ended up appreciating Past like quite a bit in 2016 because I usually just went from the less I know the better to like because I'm a man. Disciples is okay, but like Past Life is a really good song that I just slept on for a while. But like Reality in Motion, Love, Paranoid, most people wouldn't even like mention those songs because it's from Cause I'm a Man to one of the greatest songs ever made, New Person, Same Old Mistakes. I don't know. I feel like a lot of songs just get lost. That aren't necessarily bad songs. They just get left behind. Um, but Currents, man, it's an incredible album, and with it being from the summertime, I'd probably call it summer album of the year. From a hip hop perspective, it probably have to be between. I don't know if you can count. I feel like Rodeo isn't a summer album. Like it's definitely when you listen to like Impossible, especially the hook on Antidote. Maria, I'm drunk. The back half of, well, the front half of 90210. Those are just chilling tracks. And I mean, Travis, this kind of his thing is like making bangers combined with chilling atmospheric moods. But I don't know. I feel like this is more of a fall slash summer type album, not fall type winter. It's not cold. It's still some heaters. 3500. The back half of Antidote. Piss on Your Grave is pretty raw, but it's definitely a cold track, cold joint. And that's as far as 2015 projects I like. Those are most of my ones from that region of time. When did If You're Reading This come along? I believe that was early 2015, if I'm correct. Yeah, February 13th. That was something else for Drake. It's very interesting that you have Drake who dropped what I think a lot of people consider his best project post Nothing Was the Same before Care Package came out. And then you have Future who dropped his project. They brought him back into the spotlight. And then you have those two that came together on what was, I believe, a summer project in What a Time to Be Alive. And in my opinion, I don't think that tape was a good meshing point for the two artists. It felt like a Future album that Drake kind of mimicked, and I don't think it ended up being as good as it. I don't know how good it could be because those two aren't very like. I mean, like when you think about those two, the energy they brought that year, both of them had very few features. Like I know Drake had probably like two features on this project, and then Future. I, if Future had he had Drake on where he at, but was that um, and that's I can think of any other feature he had on the entire project. Like if there's another one on there, I mean I'm wrong, but I'll be wrong. I can't think of any other one. Yeah, so one feature on his and maybe like I think two on Drake. It's one as a party interlude, and then probably another simp artist doing a hook on another track. But they came together, to try to bring energies together. And I don't think it worked out as well as it could have. But that's also, I mean, some of the heaters off there, Big Rings, Live from the Gutter. Um, what's the stripper song? Scholarships or something like that. That was a good one. Um, I could pull this up. I just wanted to look like I knew about the tape off the top of my head. The last one, 30 for 30 freestyle, that was just Drake. That and 6 p.m. in New York were like Drake is still rap type of tracks. The stripper one I'm thinking about is Plastic Bag, not Scholarships. Uh, Digital Dash was pretty, it was alright. But Live from the Gutter, Big Rings, I'm the Plug, Plastic Bag, those are just like immaculate. Jumpman kind of got played out for me, but that was cool too. It was Jump. That'd be all for me. I hope y'all enjoyed the review. Appreciate watching it. Go back and see the old ones if you like this video. And we got 2016 and 17 and 18 that I'll try to do before September 23rd.